hold up. Wait a minute.
Bruh.
Did you hit the like button? Drop some rabbits in the chat. Let's go.
Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, hit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. If you want the tea, come see me. Rabbit hole is the place to be for real news, not fake news. Celebrity news, breaking news around the clock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock, I rock, I rock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock. Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, chit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. True crime is my specialty. Exposed in the industry. Unsolved mysteries. Sticking to reality. Fair use commentary. Talking about cults. Trying to get results. Exploring cults. Exploring. Researching. Debunking. Investigating. Being nosy. Super nosy. Being messy. Being shady. Rabbit hole news. That's me. The chick with ADHD. Unmedicated. But quite educated. Hit that like. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit chat. Hit that like. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em, drop 'em. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Hit that like. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's go. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Hi, everybody. Now, hold up. Let me make sure that the audio... Okay, I am on the microphone. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Let those notifications go out. Hopefully, people are coming in here. Shout out to you. You said, Chao, tu sonido activado. I hope I read that correctly. Katsuki. You basically said, hello, your sound is activated. I don't know what language that is, but... I just kind of threw that out there. Shout out to you, Katsuki. Thank you so much for being here. Darcy's in the house. I see Pika here. Shout out to everybody coming through. Shout out, shout out. Let's see. Jason, how you doing? Aries is in the house. Who else? Oh, my goodness. Everybody come through. Miramari, how are you, my love? NJ, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Aries, Don, Darcy, how are you? Who else? Let's see. Wim says I have arrived. Shout out to Wim. Paige, the duck, Smurgy. Shout out to you. Diamond Rainbow's in the house. VD Kitten. Shout out to you guys. Oh my goodness. Nebby's in the house. Welcome, James. Everybody come through. Cerise, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to you, Cerise. Tabby Cat, Kitty Coo. Y'all, did I bring my refill of my drink? Darcy, I said hello. Zoe, welcome. Rory, welcome. Hey, day 2 of the Lori Daybell trial. Rory, I heard about that, and I was like, man, there's so much going on with that. That lady's representing herself. I don't know why she was allowed to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. But hey, I guess it won't be the first time, and it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time. That's for sure. Selena Fan para siempre. Everybody come through. Let those notifications go out. Let's see. Does the dude talk about truffle rabbit? No. Trisha, how are you? Shout out to you. Everybody come through. It's Italian? Did I read it correctly, though? Oh, Italian activated. Did I read it correctly? Let me know. I don't even know if I understood what it meant. I just didn't understand. Hi, everybody. I've arrived. I love it's Italian. See, y'all knew when it was Italian. I didn't even know. Did I say it correctly, though, when I read your message? I hope something about I've arrived and sound activated, or did I just make up words? It was pathetic. Dang. Oh, man. I was getting all excited. Stooky6, how are you? I should probably run and get my other drink because I'm going to need it. She is batshit crazy. Lori Vallow, yes. Yes, my friends. The lady is not well. Miyu, how are you? So you've been for a while. My work from home job didn't allow me to listen to YouTube. Well, I don't want you to lose your job, girl, but shout out to you. I'm glad you're here. A for effort. Thank you. At least I get an A for effort. That Ellen, how are you? Shout out to you, that Ellen. I was already late. You were already late. You should be prepared. Listen. This is the first cup of coffee. Today was one of those mornings where it was like, I'm dragging today. So I was dragging today, and shout out to Dee Dee, who sent me she sent Baby Bunny some really cute Easter eggs, like decorative Easter eggs are made out of wood. So she's able to like draw on them with marker and stuff like that. She's been on that Easter egg thing, and it's really cool because it's like a little thing where it's like a wooden egg. They look like real eggs, by the way, wooden eggs, and then you get to put marker in it, and then it draws by itself. So she's all hooked into that. And then she sent me a box of energy drinks, and I said, oh, I'm just like, that's like happy birthday for me every time I get an energy drink. That's how it is. Yes. So I might have to run to the fridge and get my energy drink because yes. You said Billy got to send conejita soggy cheese sandwiches. Oh my god. Her niece has a YT channel, and she's streaming the trial. Interesting to get the insider perspective. That, let me tell you something. I just don't get that lady. Is she so convinced by her delusions? I heard a little bit of her opening statement yesterday. I'll be honest with you. Oh, I did. Okay, well, thank you, Wim. Shout out to you. I'm glad that the Italian, the way I said it, was correct. See, I read Spanish, all right? I translate. So, the romantic languages are kind of like the same. Even Portuguese, I can understand a little bit, even though I don't speak it. I can't speak it for anything, but I can understand Portuguese. I was around a lot of um Portuguese growing up too. So I'm able to hear conversations. Same with Samoan. I can hear, well, that's because my husband's side of the family. It's a lot of stuff that I understand. I probably can't speak a lot of it, but I can understand most of it. But yes. Yeah, so I love the decorative eggs. When I was young, I still enjoy it, but I don't do it anymore. So my daughter's grown. Pack and cheese. Oh yes, he brings the whole meaning to pack and cheese. That's Baby Bunny. She don't say mac and cheese. She says pack and cheese. She doesn't know how to say pack and cheese. Yes. Everybody come through. And she's so cocky, sick the fuck down. That lady is like, yeah, I saw a little bit of her opening statements, and I was just like, this lady is off the damn chain. I just can't with her. I honestly can't with her. She's somebody that I just feel like I don't know how people can keep their composures with her. And I don't know why people let her get away with a lot of shit, even within the family. But, she did what she wanted to do, and she really destroyed her family. She really did. I feel really bad for her son, who, I mean, in my opinion, I think he's doing what he does to kind of cope with it. But it's kind of sad. He's got his own YouTube channel. He'll talk about it, and then he'll show like conversations from prisons with Lori Vallow, and it's just like this lady is really out of touch with reality. She doesn't get it. She has no chill. She has no get it. She's what Rory, do you think that's what it is though? I definitely believe that she's got a little bit of that too, for sure. That Ellen, thank you for the $9.99. Love you, Rabbit. You are one of my faves. Thank you, my love. Shout out to you. I'm trying to wake it up. Wake it up. Wake it up. I might need to run and get my energy drink though to wake it up. But that's what I have to say about that. Listen, we have many things to talk about. Today, for sure. Now, we're going to get started, but I just want to know, did you guys get your notifications today? Did you receive your YouTube notification? Because YouTube doesn't really like me sometimes. They don't be notifying the people. Yeah, that's what happens. Hi, Eric. How are you? But thank you so much, that Ellen. I appreciate this. I put a little heart. You said, I'm looking at the poll. Make sure you guys vote. Did you receive your YouTube notification? 67%, 71% said yes, and 26% said no. So, yes, ma'am. Today I did get notified. I'm so happy to hear that. You said, yes, I did, and they're tired of my complaints. I'm complaining all the time too. I'm telling them that I'm taking down numbers. I really am taking down. These surveys that I'm doing, I'm actually like making it for like a bigger issue. You said you did 10 minutes ago? Didn't How long ago did I start? 11 minutes ago. All right. I guess we got it. We got to get started, guys. We have to get started. So we have some very interesting stories and I have to start. We're going to start with where do we start? Should we talk about Jay-Z's Rock Nation School, because apparently that's a thing of controversy right now. Now, hold up, people, hold up. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's start with, we got Jay-Z on the lineup. The Jay-Z school. I didn't even know Jay-Z had a school. Billy Delusional McFarland. I wonder if he's related to Lori Vallow somehow. And then we have a really horrible case out of Utah. Horrible, where a teen murders her mother. Okay, go vote. I don't know. People, these rich people, I mean, listen, everybody opens up a school. Jay-Z is one that opens up schools. Like he'll be doing those schools, and there's schools out there with like people's names and celebrities endorsement. Hell, Mr. Beast had a whole like business leadership program on one of the universities. So there's like schools and stuff like that. Start with getting your energy drink. You know what? That's a good idea. Let me run to the fridge while you guys vote. Okay, I got it. Shout out to Dee if you're watching the replay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me do some. Oh, who's coming to get me? See, I was trying to do the ASMR and I unplugged my mic. Sorry about that. No ASMR. Sorry, as I open my can of drink. Sorry. It's back now. Jay-Z got mad. I'm not talking about Oprah, so I don't know why is everybody getting mad. I don't get it. All right, here we go. We ready. Let me go look and see what you guys selected. Let's do this. Okay. All right, cool. So let's start with, yeah, let's go ahead and start with this one right here. Let's start with oh, this is a okay. All right. I'm assessing the poll. Let me assess with my eyes closed. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, y'all. All right. Let's go ahead and start with the Jay-Z situation. Okay, we're gonna start right there. Let's talk about Jay-Z real quick. Jay-Z. So this article came out today and it had me thinking, because this isn't the first time where like celebrities are endorsing or supporting. I still have no sound. Dina, do I have sound? Let me know if you guys, Pika, do I have sound? Let me know. Hope you guys can hear me. Shout out to everybody. So it's not the first time that a celebrity is like endorsing or supporting or has like a program with maybe their name or their company name behind it. So listen to this. Now, this is an article that was just released today. A Brooklyn school backed by Jay-Z said students could graduate debt-free. Now they're buried in it. Okay. So this is by an author by the name of Ramsey Khalif. I think that's how you say his last name. But anyways, this was published this morning. I haven't seen anybody talk about it. Shout out to the person that emailed me about this. So Justice Stevenson Stephenson had recently graduated high school in Brooklyn and was questioning whether to take a gap year abroad or enrolled in college when she received a text message from an unknown number that provided her answer. I try to reach you by phone. Rock Nation School at LIU is awarding you a full tuition scholarship. You will receive full tuition and will be able to graduate without debt. Read the message from the LIU president, Kimberly Klein. Okay. This is a topic that amongst other things, I'm really passionate about school and stuff like that, right? But I'm always side eyeing the school that is texting you. I'm always side eyeing the school that is like in the late night infomercials, because those are the schools that what do they call them? Degree mills type of situations. But it's been like, it's getting consistently harder to really wean through those, right? And what I mean by that is like to really determine what's accredited, what isn't, to determine whether like the value of a degree and whatnot. Some kids do be getting a lot of advertisements and offers. Listen, we get everything through text message now. I cannot believe, by the way, I learned that this is a scam. You know how many just yesterday, let me see where my phone's at. Just yesterday, right? I got a message about I better pay my toll my toll bill that is overdue. And in order for me to pay it, I have to select this link, put it on the address bar, and go to it, make sure I download it, and pay my toll. First of all, I haven't driven near a toll in like 2 years, 3 years. It's been a minute, but it's not like outside of the norm for schools to advertise, you know, accredited schools, if that, to advertise where they need to advertise. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is a thing. This is a thing where people are, I guess you can get anything via text message. But anyways, so this is what the text message read. I try to reach you by phone, but Rock Nation School at LIU. Now, mind you, it's not just Rock Nation School, it's LIU, which is a university. And I had to look this up. And they have a whole website for Rock Nation. LIU is a Long Island University in Brooklyn, right? And Rock Nation actually does have a little thing here. I'll show it to you guys. I mean, it's Rock Nation's Long Island University. Okay. It's what it's called. I mean, School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment. Okay. And they offer, look at, they got like celebrities, you got Fat Joe, you got, NBA players, you got people up here that, are from the industry. And you got a nice little advertisement there. Now, this is backed by a university. Okay, Long Island University. And they have scholarships, and they have what else? A bunch of things here that you can look it up. I was looking at this and said, oh, they got high school programs, scholarships, how to apply. There's Jay-Z walking through, there's Meg the Stallion. I mean, this would be like if I want to get into the industry and I'm out of high school. They didn't have this when I was in high school. Jay-Z was, they didn't have this. Okay. So this would be a place to go if that's the area that I want to go to, right? So anyways, let me get back to the article. Hold up. It felt too good to be true. This is what Justice said. But her mother urged her to seize the opportunity to pursue what seemed to be a free degree in a vocal performance. LIU was offering a Hope Scholarship, which the university says it awards it to its highest needs students. Doesn't it always seem like it's always the highest needs students that get targeted? I know what the hell that felt like, being that student that was like up there. Okay. In the fall of 2021, she became part of the inaugural class. I know how to say this word. Inaugural. I can't read, y'all. Sorry. The caffeine has not hit me. Hold up. I can't read. Inaugural. There we go. inaugural class of the Rock Nation School of Music, a headline grabbing partnerships between LIU Brooklyn and Jay-Z's entertainment company that promised guests lectures from stars like Jonah Brothers and Rihanna. I remember being just generally conflicted about school, and then coming across the school made me feel like a sense of security. This is what Justice said. It was a full scholarship immediately. It was a music school, which is iconic and the dream. And Jay-Z's involved. The text from LIU president, she said, made me feel special, but she started noticing unexpected charges tied to her studies. Ah, there you go. Unexpected charges. Sylvia, where have you been? Shout out to Sylvia. Sylvia, I was like messaging you. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to my boo, Sylvia. Thank you for that. Like, Sylvia, where you been? Sorry. But that's where it starts, right? You start getting these like charges, suddenly there is this like education fee, book fee, something fee, the parking fee, the fee for the fee. Guys, this is a thing. Unexpected charges. Bing, 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 bing. Sylvia says, wake up, rabbit. So many scams out there. Toll roll scam, but this is not a scam. Thank you, Sylvia. Shout out to you, Sylvia. Thank you. Unexpected charges. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. You said LIU advertising sounds like TriStar. Let me send this article to BJ because I haven't seen people talk about this. Hold up. Let me send it to my girl BJ because you know. We got to give her the 411. Okay. She says, but it started noticing unexpected charges tied to her studies. In 2023, Justice reached out to Klein directly. Klein is the president of the university, with questions about her scholarship. Klein texted back, I'm in DC in meetings with Congress. I will reach out to you on Friday. Justice says she hadn't heard back since. Now, Justice is preparing to graduate while also paying off $5,000 in student debt. She says she negotiated the amount down from $26,000 after arguing to the LIU officials that she'd been promised a debt-free graduation. Justice is among at least dozen students in the first class of Hope scholarships who said they unexpectedly owe LIU thousands of dollars despite receiving offer letters stating they graduate without debt. Okay, so this blog, I guess, spoke with several students who said that Rock Nation School did not live up to its promise of teaching the next generation of artists and entertainment entrepreneurs in the program's first year. Students said they created their own DIY recording studio due to lack of facilities. Come again? So how did they even get to like, I guess I'm so confused by this. Infamous, thank you for renewing your membership. Thank you. So they're learning how to sing from someone who's never sung a day in their life, and they're learning how to sing from someone whose past was pushing weight. The breathing air fees, yes. That's one for sure. Mira Mari, thank you so much for this super sticker. Shout out to you. I hope they save proof that it wasn't supposed to be debt free. Listen, if they put it on writing, right? They put it in writing. So they didn't even have a recording studio. How are they accredited? They don't even have facilities. Yanni, well, what are they coming out with? This, guys, to me, this is very targeted for a specific young people population coming out of high school, opportunity to, be taught by the Jonah Brothers, Jay-Z, Rihanna, and all these people. It's got the name of Rock Nation and Jay-Z. And it turns out that these people, their promise, if you have the Hope Scholarship, you'll be debt-free graduation. You got my FAFSA, you got my financial aid. I am so there. I'm there. Wim, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. If you've been blessed, put some hearts, confettis in the chat. Thank you, Wim. Appreciate it. Reminds me of my college and absolute scam. This sounds like the Kris Jenner school. I didn't even know Kris Jenner had a school. The lady got a school and a church. She got everything. Yes, absolutely. Targeting the young who are easily influenced by stardom, and adults have the maturity to realize it's a scam. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I was first generation. It's so easy to get scammed. So easy. So easy when it comes to this. And then they'd be doing too much. You said, is it like Diddy's flavor camp? Oh my goodness. So it keeps going. All right. But this is what gets me. In the program's first year, students said they created their own DIY recording studio due to lack of facilities. How do you create a DIY recording studio when you're in a facility that's supposed to have all these amenities? Other scholarship recipients went to great lengths to stay enrolled, like couch surfing for months, after they realized they were on the hook for housing and other fees. At least 4 students said they dropped out of the school completely or transferred to other schools due to the unexpected costs. Financial aid experts say the confusion about the terms of scholarship is a sign of universities' increasingly aggressive marketing as they compete for students. Yes, that is a marketing thing. When you have a university, a college that is sending you text messages about come to this free brunch, okay? Or listen, you have an opportunity, we will pay for the first 6 months, like that's part of that. Okay? So just keep that in mind. The 12 students who spoke with the blog shared financial records that show that they owed amounts ranging from 5,000 to 39,000 5,000 to 39,000. Look at this. And this is LIU Brooklyn launched the Rock Nation School of Music in 2021. The Rock Nation School of Music. But they don't even have a recording studio. How do you call yourself the Rock Nation School of Music, but you don't even have a recording studio? Jay-Z doesn't have a recording studio or equipment that he can just donate? Let me know. Like Jay-Z can't just say, here, let me donate a couple of microphones and sound things for you. Anyways, in 2 separate cases, school officials suggested in writing that a student take out private loans to pay off an outstanding balance, which unfortunately this happens a lot more than we know. It actually does. Schools will suggest that you pay the rest with a student loan. This does happen. LIU marketing chief Jackie Nealon said the scholarship covers tuition only and that it enables students to graduate tuition free. Hold up. LIU marketing chief Jackie Nealon said the scholarship covers tuition only and it enables students to graduate tuition debt free. So what I guess the question that becomes is, what does the school consider part of tuition? Like, is books, like, are living, housing? I mean, these might not be part of that tuition, but tuition is just that, right? Like it would be the school, the yeah, just paying the school and the education piece, but it might not include everything else. But if you're saying that they're graduating without tuition-free debt, should that also include that other part? Books, what is it? Supplies, those kinds of things, housing, makes you wonder. You said, rock the mic in the New York City. Well, he couldn't donate a little something for the school. You said they aren't counting all the fees as tuition, just credit hours type deal. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, it doesn't sound like they're really doing a whole lot to like count everything. I believe tuition only covers the classes, not the housing or meals or books. So it's that's the thing, is tuition free would be the classes, the hours and everything, right? See? Okay, so let's keep reading. So they're saying that they're graduating with outstanding balance and they're having to take private loans to pay it off. Upon admission to the university, Hope Scholarship recipients receive an offer letter from the university that outlines the full tuition scholarship and any student obligations. Okay. Nealon said the offer letter also expressly includes that neither university fees nor housing costs are included in the scholarship. All right, which would make sense. University fees. Okay, I can understand the housing part, but what about university fees? Isn't that part of tuition? The spokesperson did not provide any copies of the scholarship offer detailings that what wasn't covered by the award. So the blog obtained several other offer letters describing a full tuition scholarship that, along with other financial grants, will allow the student to graduate without debt. The letter did not indicate that an absorbment of academic fees and housing costs weren't covered. Ah, okay. An online archive shows that in 2023, the university changed the language on LIU webpage from the Hope Scholarship from a debt-free education to a tuition-free education. Ah, fees are not included. Fees could be meals, plans, libraries, and getting copies, and etc. It's just like, but it's so easy to get confused. It's misleading, I think, especially if you're a first generation college student who wouldn't know that housing costs are not included. And Yanni, depending on like the girl that Justice, the woman that's over here speaking about her experience, her mom pushed her to do this opportunity. It's an opportunity. Her mom pushed her for it. So she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." Right? So her mom's like, I support you, but maybe that it's misleading to us, the language, and then they changed it, and clearly they changed it because they felt like they they got the fact that it was misleading, so it must have been misleading at some point. And it misled a lot of people, apparently, at least the recipients of that college. My brother's Air Force scholarship only covers courses and books. My parents had to take out a student loan for housing. He said, there it is. If you got the notice before it changed, the students probably have a suit. Rory, right there. It's misleading. Misleading. Misleading seems wording may have been altered. Um, it misled people. No, well, the wording was altered. They did find that. So that's good to know. Maybe they were like, it was debt free, and then they goes from tuition free education. Ayaja Thompson, a Hope scholar, said she abandoned the plans to study veterinary medicine because of LIU's statement she'd graduate debt free. She transferred to a different university 2 years later due to 19,000 in unexpected charges from LIU. Other students told the blog they felt deceived. When I saw that I still had to pay money and then take out extra loans so that I could have my room and board paid for, it was very, very misleading. This is Ashley Barksdale, 21, a Hope scholar who took out loans to help pay more than 22,000 she owed at LIU. As student debt accumulates, some complain to the administrators about the quality of Rock Nation school. Well, first of all, if I'm at Rock Nation and I'm trying to and I'm a vocalist, okay, I expect a recording studio. I expect to that be part of my assignment. I'm going to the recording studio and record. But if they don't have that, we have a problem. So the quality of the Rock Nation school, particularly in its first year, students in the program majored in different subjects, including sports management and music production. But members of the inaugural, I can't even, this word, inaugural, this word, I don't know what it is about this word that it always gets to me. Inaugural class said the school didn't have a professional recording studio, so they built one themselves. Oh, really? Celebrity guest speakers represented by Rock Nation like Rihanna, DJ Khaled, and Jonah's brother never showed, despite advertising and featuring their names. You mean to tell me that Rihanna never taught a class? You blame the parents for not asking the question. What they did, was not new then, and it's not new now. Ooh. You don't think it's misleading, Vicky, at all? Even if Rock Nation didn't know, wouldn't the university it partnered with have known something was up on the up and up? Yeah, like that's a good point. That's a good point. You said these poor kids would have been better off at a state school with a real diploma, probably less debt, as well as sorts of student assistant offices. That's right. I mean, at least they'll set you up with like a job. I better go to class and see JC teaching. You said you're like, I better see jayz in that classroom, Professor jayz. Professor jayz. I tried, Sylvia. I tried. Why wouldn't the guidance in the 12th grade teach them that? I would think they would teach kids that before college. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. They tried to teach me, but I wasn't paying attention. See, I hadn't been I'm just going to be honest with you. 12th grade, I mean, you had your financial aid offices, but you know, it kind of like you had those advisors there. You take your little personality test right there, and then they set you up with something. But, you know, honestly, just I think that people fall, you know, they got a celebrity name in there and they're going to fall for it. They're going to go for it, you know? Didn't Kanye pull the same scam school along? I don't know. I don't know about Kanye. Was it Kanye? Well, did he have like he was sending money to a school? I know Trump has Trump University. You know, a lot of like celebrities up and up in the, you know, they get into the schools. Now, I didn't know that Kris Jenner had a school. Listen, that lady got a school, a church, all kinds of things, you know. The state wouldn't have charged the same way. I feel like, yeah, you get more. I went to for my undergraduate, I went to a private university and I kind of regretted it because of the student loans part. For my master's, I went to a state school and I was like, I should have always done a state school. I regretted it because it's the same. If not, you don't get overcharged and you get, and my work at the time was paying for my degree too. So that was the best part. When you do government and you get into the government programs with the state school, because they have a contract, they'll give you reimbursement and stuff like that. But this is it's a little bit different though. But here it says members of the class said the school didn't have a professional recording studio, so they built one themselves. So the celebrities that they advertise, which is the ones that I just showed you, they don't show up to the class. They don't. They're too busy. A story of the day is the desperation of even very selective institutions to enroll students. There are simply not enough students to go around. Ann Marcus, a higher education policy professor at NYU, said in an email pointing to the decline of enrollment nationwide. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of decline in enrollment in universities in the next couple years. LIU did not respond to questions about total enrollment in the Rock Nation school or the total number of Hope scholars. A former employee who worked at the school during the program's first year, but asked to not be named due to the fear of retaliation. They're scared of being retaliated against. Said the school accepted around 50 Hope scholars in its inaugural can't say this word again, in its class, damn it. Y'all, I can't. I don't know if it's the N, the I's, the G's, and the A's. Anyways, so he said that the school accepted over 50 Hope scholars in its class. LIU would not confirm the number of Rock Nation students or scholarship recipients. The scholarship program is making an impact. This is what the PR rep said. So the fine print, Kiara Beasley, a former music professor at LIU Brooklyn, said the partnership with jayz's entertainment empire was intended to lure new students. That's what I thought too. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. They use his name to lure new students. Ooh, I'm going to jayz's Rock Nation school. Okay. The name of the game was to get butts in seats, and they make these promises. And so they said, fuck it. We don't want a small class. We're going to admit everybody. And that's what they did, said Beasley, who now teaches at a university. All of the initial correspondence reviewed by the blog between Hope Scholar students and LIU staff does not specify what is not covered by the scholarship. Because you're not a Hope Scholar, your tuition is because you are a Hope Scholar, your tuition is fully covered. This means you do not need to make a tuition deposit. We can enroll you in classes right away. Ray reads one email in the summer of 2021. Okay, so wow. Because so this is a narrative of this email. Look at this right here. This is what it says. This is an email that they got. Okay. Because you are a Hope Scholar, your tuition is fully covered. This means you do not need to make a tuition deposit. We can enroll you in classes right away. This is what one of the emails reads. Many scholarship students receive the same email. I am pleased to share that you have been awarded a Hope full tuition scholarship. This scholarship, combined with financial grants, will allow you to graduate without debt. As Hope Scholar, you don't have to worry about tuition charges. So right here, this is right here where it says, I'm pleased to announce, or I'm pleased to share that you have been awarded a Hope full tuition scholarship. This scholarship, you have to combine it with financial aid grants, will allow you to graduate without debt. If you don't have those grants, you cannot not graduate without debt. That's what it sounds like. So if you get this tells me that yeah, you received a scholarship, but you're going to, in order for you to graduate without debt, you need financial aid grants, which I'm sorry, but that's a lot of people too. Like it just, maybe it's the writing, I don't know. The email didn't mention any other costs. Annual undergraduate tuition at LIU Brooklyn costs $40,000, while the cost for housing, a meal plan, student health insurance, and a full-time university fee is an additional $22,000 according to the university's website. Kevin Ladd, the chief operating officer of the scholarships.com, which complies with scholarship opportunities across the country, said a full tuition scholarship is distinct from a full ride. But he found the language of the offer letter confusing. Yeah, it's confusing. That if that's what they're putting in there, I could see that. There's probably some terms and conditions, some legal language in the fine print, but I think they're promising is that you graduate from LIU, you should not owe them any money. Hope scholars who spoke with the blog said that they took the phrase graduate without debt at face value. That's really sad. You look at the paperwork where this is very expensive tuition is telling you you're able to get all these opportunities for less. You're going to get your college paid for, and then they use this propaganda to get you in. This is what Thomas said, one of the Hope scholars. Okay. In an anonymous letter sent in 2023, Teresa Cunningham, the dean of the Rock Nation School, 16 students criticized administrators for being hard to reach regarding registration, financial aid, among other complaints. The LIU spokesperson said each student is paired with a mentor who helps them navigate all aspects of campus life, including financial aid. So this is a chance to study with the book of HOV when Hope scholar Jordan Doan, who raps under the moniker Iconic Jordan, arrived at the Rock Nation School of Music. He said he quickly realized the school had no professional recording studios. He said he and his friends spent much of their time for semesters building their own studio in an abandoned room once used as a student radio station. They created a sign-up sheet for other students to book the DIY space. Even professors used the studio. You're kidding me, right? Like, well, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's the kind of shit that you have to check, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Kudos to them for providing health insurance. Not every higher institution does. Well, let me ask you guys a question. If it didn't have Jay-Z's name, would this even be a thing? Like, what if it was just a music school and they said it was a music school, but they don't have, like, I have to wonder about this. Like, would this be a thing? Would people be upset, or are they, like every other school, or are they upset because it's got Jay-Z's name? Is there more to this? Is it a tuition thing? Was it misleading? Was the language crazy? I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So, he applied in 2021 while living in West Memphis, Arkansas, chasing a dream to follow in the footsteps of his idol Jay-Z. That's your problem. Your idol is Jay-Z. In his song Save the Children, Drone raps about his desire to go from rags to riches. All chases the lure of fame till you see the fee. Some want to be, but me, I want both amazing sight to see financially free. He plastered his dorm room with images of Jay-Z blueprint albums. Okay, I'm gonna try to skim through this. When you do something of that nature, you want it to matter. You want to be huge. You want to make sure that you're going to be in a position where you can continue to evolve and get better. I don't know, man. I mean, I hope that he. This is a tricky one. 3 years later, he is nearly 39,000 in debt for student loans he thought he'd never need. Kneeling, the LAU spokesperson, said that the students enrolled in the class enjoyed immediate access to comprehensive range of facilities, including a piano lab, practice rooms, sound treated studio spaces, and a theater. She said the school has since added updated campus facilities to adapt to the evolving needs of the industry. So the blog toured the practice studio in the Humanities Building in March 2024 and found that many lacked an essential features, soundproofing. Oh my God. I've had records that I've tried to record here where I literally had to re-record them because there was too much background noise. People in the other rooms talking. So this is what people are saying. Frustration with the facilities was exacerbated by the gleaming Brooklyn Paramount Theater on LIU campus. Man, there is a lot to this. Let me just say that much. Hold up. Let me see if I can. Aside from visits from, so Megan Thee Stallion did visit? Your classrooms will be included to Rock Nation's artists. For example, when you study women in music, Rihanna will visit your classroom. DJ Khaled, the Jonah Brothers, Meg Thee Stallion, and other Rock Nation artists will serve as guest lecturers. And professional athletes and agents and sports professionals will offer instructions and insight for inspiring sports professionals. This was what reads in the 2021 acceptance letter to a Rock Nation student. Aside from a visit from Megan Thee Stallion, students who spoke to the blog said few, if any, major celebrities had visited the campus. So Meg did visit at some point. It's the name. This is why they signed up. This deserves a deep dive, that's for sure, y'all. I'm going to stop right here. This article is pretty lengthy, but that deserves a deep dive. You said, no, there is not a lot. Well, a lot of reaching. You think so? You shout out to Vicky. Tuition is part of the price charged at all schools. Sounds like the school failed to state other things. And that's what it sounds like goes. Like they just failed to state other things. I mean, that's what I picked up on. That's what I picked up on. Okay, let's move on, guys, because we've definitely spent a significant amount of time with that. I want to talk about this situation right here. So this was a case out of Utah, right? And I came across this, and I hadn't heard about this one, but I wanted to talk about this. So dad allegedly found alarming note in teen daughter's diary. Months later, mom was found stabbed 14 times in VRBO rental. Slain Adrina Motrams, I think that's her last name's daughter, Michaela Gabrielle Bella, and her friend Abigail Flanagan, both teenagers, have been charged with murder. So authorities in Utah have charged two teenagers with murder days after the mother of one of the suspects was found slain inside a rental home last week. The body of 47-year-old Adrina Motram was discovered by VRBO cleaning staff at a Washington City, Utah rental on March 23rd, according to a statement by the Washington County Attorney's Office. Police name Martin's daughter, Michaela Gabriella Bella, 16, and her friend, Abigail J. Flanagan, 17. So they're teenagers, both of them, as person of interest, according to a probable cause affidavit reviewed by People. On Friday, April 4th, Washington City police announced the arrest of two teenagers who had been charged with the murder. My goodness. On March 20th, Maran traveled to Las Vegas, Nevada, where she rented a car and was accompanied by two juveniles per police. Little after midnight on March 23rd, the car was located in Cedar City, Utah. Less than an hour away from Washington City, investigators said in an affidavit. A medical examiner report determined Martran was already deceased at that time. During the investigation, police learned about a diary entry of Bella's where she allegedly wrote how much she hated her mother and that she wanted to kill her, per the affidavit. An individual identified in the affidavit only as Frank told police he read the contents in Bella's diary in November. Frank was identified by Fox 13 as Bella's father. Okay, so they're friends? Bella is listed as being enrolled in a residential treatment facility where she had been staying for 3 years, according to the affidavit. Jay had also been a residential treatment facility before, removed by their parents, according to the affidavit. It wasn't clear if the two had been admitted at the same facility. Oh my God. Investigators learned that Bella and Jay were staying at Motran at a rental at the time of the killing. At the crime scene, responding officers found several items, including 2 cell phones and a purse in the toilet, several knives, and a crumbled up pair of pants with blood spots, per the affidavit. A car rented by Motran on March 20th was also missing from the location, per the police. The teenagers are accused of fleeing in the car. Maran, a social worker, oh my gosh, she's a social worker, originally from Romania, is being remembered for her incredible soul, according to a GoFundMe set up to assist her with the funeral costs. On a Facebook profile where she shared posts about mental health and her support for the LGBTQ community, Maran identified herself as a mother in 3 special ways. Bella and Jay have been charged with the first-degree murder, obstruction of justice, and theft of a motor vehicle, per the Washington County Attorney's Office. Plea and attorney information for the 2 were not immediately available. Oh my God. So they're being charged for her murder. Oh my God. Hey, Fury World. How are you? Wow. So they were both in a treatment facility, right? Vacation rental by owner. I think that's what it means, right? The VRBO? Ghost, thank you for that. I don't even know if that's what it means. I don't know. Hey, Petty. Damn. It's like, wow. Wow. I know. They didn't plan very well leaving all the evidence. This better not be another Gypsy Rose. So the dad found a notebook where she said she hated her mom. Her mom, I know, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. That's where my mind went. It went to Gypsy Rose. I'm like, this better not be another Gypsy Rose situation. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's what VRBO means. What is a vacation home? Something. Vacation rental by owner. Damn. It's like we need another Gypsy. We don't need another Gypsy Rose. No, we don't. So I kind of wonder what led up to this. Did she fantasize to do this to her mom, or she was in a treatment center for 3 years? It makes me wonder about that. Why did it's like, what was the intent? That's what I wonder. What was the intent behind this? Did something happen? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's VRBO. Oh, ooh, excuse me, Aries. Sorry, it's pronounced VRBO. Thank you. Vacate rental by owner. VRBO. Thank you. The diary entry, though, she found the dad. So the daughter's diary. Hold up, this ad is driving me crazy. I don't. Okay, we get it, Hulu. So daughter's diary. This was found months later. Mom was found stabbed 14 times. This is so sad. And this is a. Let's see. Let's go to the statement. Yeah, there's the official Washington County press release. St. George, Utah. So the Washington County Attorney's Office has filed charges in Utah 5th District Court against Michaela Gabrielle and Abigail Page Flanagan in connection with the fatal stabbing of a 47-year-old, and that's her mother. The stabbing occurred on March 23rd. So she's 16 and the other one's 17. They're both charged with 1 count of murder, a first degree, 1 count of obstruction of justice, second degree felony, and 1 count of theft of a motor vehicle. Oh my goodness. And a second degree felony. So they're under the juvenile code, obviously, because they're teens. But look what it says right here. The juvenile must be charged in district court as an adult. So she's going to be charged as an adult. Both of them. In Utah, when a prosecution office charges a 16 or 17-year-old juvenile with murder, the juvenile court must charge in district court as an adult. Because this is an ongoing case, our office will not be making additional statements to the media. This is so sad. Like, what happened? There's the charging document. What happened? Let's see. And it doesn't detail anything. I'm seeing if there's details to this. Nope. She had 14 stab wounds. Okay. Let's see. Andrea and Jay are believed, or Bella and Jay are believed to have been the sole occupants of the vacation property. The phones found in the toilet are believed to have belonged to Andrea and Jay. The purse found, or Bella, excuse me, and Jay. The purse found in the toilet contained an ID belonging to Andrea. These items appear to have been placed in the toilet in an attempt to be flushed in efforts to conceal items and or delay apprehension. They try to flush a cell phone. How do you even flush a cell phone, guys? Like, that's crazy. Kids are, I lived in Utah for like 4 years. The Duck, thank you so much for this super sticker. I appreciate you. You said kids are not happy in Utah. Oh my God, don't say that. I mean, not every kid does this. Utah is known for their facilities. Paris Hilton was in a facility there. Utah isn't what's her name? Bad Baby went to a facility. It was in Utah too. They're known for their facilities. Okay, so keep that in mind. But you see, a school page, a pager is a little bit different, Storm. But a cell phone, how do you even flush? And the way they make, I'm assuming they have iPhones. I don't know. They could have flip phones, which would be, I kids don't appreciate flip phones the way that probably a lot of us would. But I just don't know how I don't know. I don't know about this. This is crazy. You said Tom Hanks sent his kids to one of these facilities. Let me tell you something. Let me say this, okay? By the way, I spoke on Tom Hanks, and the video immediately went to freaking like they had to review it. If you talk about Tom Hanks on YouTube, I don't know what it is, but they get a little crazy on Tom Hanks. Zoe, thank you so much for the $2. Shout out to you, Zoe. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So nice of you, my love. Thank you. Shout out to Dee Dee. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you and I love you very much. Thank you. Yeah, like they're panicking and they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna flush our cell phones down the toilet. That's what we're gonna do. Maybe that's, clearly they're not thinking, right? 16, 17. They're panicking. So these items appear to have been placed in the toilet and attempted to be flushed in efforts to conceal evidence and delay apprehension. Bella has been in the residential treatment facility for the past 3 years and is currently enrolled in Washington County Residential Treatment Facility. Jay had been in a treatment facility for at least a year and was recently taken out of the residential care facility by her parents. In speaking with Frank is her husband, he indicated that in November they located a diary that had been written by Bella. He stated in the diary that she had indicated how much she hated her mother and wrote that she wanted to kill her. Frank also indicated Bella will self-harm herself, will often cut herself with sharp objects. Frank indicated that Bella has a history of violent behavior. As evidenced by technicians working in the scene where the victim was discovered, they located several knives in the residence. One in particular, located in the sink, had been washed off. However, there are traces of blood found on the knife. Evidence technicians also located a pair of jeans and pants downstairs in the master bedroom. Oh my goodness. So throughout the investigation, Andrea had rented a red car, 2024 Hyundai Kona, when she fled in when she flew, not fled, flew into Las Vegas. I was able to obtain all of the vehicle information. Okay. I don't want to read the license plate or anything like that. This is so sad. Okay. This is one that definitely we got to follow this case. I'm going to put this on my ticklers to follow. Thank you. That Ellen, thank you for the 199. You helped me meet my goal. That Ellen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, I'm working on a clip when we meet our goal. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Hooked on phonics. My hooked on phonics is showing. Thank you. And I'm a proud person that was hooked on phonics. Okay, that's what happens in our education system. They failed us. Let's move on. I want to talk about this situation right here. Okay, y'all are cracking me up. The mom didn't deserve that. No, we're gonna follow that. I wonder about this, what happened, but I worked on a couple of residential treatment centers with adult and young people. So it's a scary it can be scary. I'm gonna say that. Like people got to really be careful with the treatment centers and stuff like that. Thank you. You loved your flip phone, Sylvia. I loved. I had two flip phones that I remember: a Samsung and a what was the other one? Like a Verizon or something. I think it was. But I like the flip phone back in the day, and then you get the little bulky little thingy, and then you put it in there, and yeah, that was cute. Sylvia, thank you so much for the 499. Thank you. Yo, we're gonna do a deep dive. This is just when I do lives, I literally cut things into segments, so I can't really get into too much. You said a Razor flip phone. Oh my god, those were cute. The pink one was really cute. I like that one. The Pebble, the Motorola Pebble. How about that? Motorola was something else. Or when the little Motorola had the little ball in it, that was cute. Or the Sidekick. I think I got the Sidekick, like the very last model that they ever made. And yeah, those were the good old days. Those Sidekick days were the good old days. And then the whole screen would move up. It was really cool. Anyways, I wish I don't know where all my old phones, I wish I had still had them. I probably gave them away or threw them away. Or they became toys for kids. All right. Let's talk about Billy McFarland, okay? I know, right? Back in the simple days where you didn't have to worry about people, I mean, looking at what are you looking at? Because the phones were just so different. Billy McFarland is freaking delusional, okay? It's delusional. Delusional, all right? So he's like trending all over right now because he's still talking about the what's the word? Fire. The Fire Island, the Fire, Fire Festival. This said, remember when the blackberry bows were big and I never had one. Oh, you said this donkey. What do you mean he said stop it? Billy McFarland. Now I said I gotta follow him on social media so I know what the hell is going on. And I'm glad that I did because he's literally doing video after video about Fyre Festival. Billy McFarland insists Fyre Festival 2 is still happening. It's happening at the end of May. Diddy trial is happening during May. There's other trials happening during May, but I guess, the Fyre Festival will still be a thing here. I'm so here for it. And apparently there's like 1,800 people that are attending. Okay. But here's the thing. He can't attend. He can't leave the state, you guys. So is he going to watch the Fyre Festival while everybody's there? Like, how is this going to work? But anyways, against all odds, and despite the controversial past, Fyre Festival 2 is apparently still happening, at least according to the Fest founder, Billy McFarland. He even shared a timeline of events, how he plans to lead to this. I know he wants to get permission to go, but I don't think he can. I don't think. Previously, McFarland announced that Fyre Festival 2 would take place in May 30th to June 2nd at La Islas Mujeres, Mexico. The location changed, however, after Islas Mujeres Tourist Board issued a statement claiming, we don't know what the hell's going on. We have no knowledge, nor have we been contacted by any person. For us, this is an event. This event doesn't exist. Leave the Mexicans alone. Shout out to my Mexicans. They said, leave us alone. We don't know you. Like, we don't know you. We don't. When's this happening? We haven't even been invited and we live here. An updated itinerary indicates that the festival had been moved to Playa del Carmen. So now they go to another location in Mexico. Officials in the Mexican city, however, disagree. And they said, no, we don't know what you're talking about. And we talked about this, yesterday? In light of rumors about the festival event called Fyre 2, we inform you that no event has been named and will be held in Playa del Carmen after a responsible review. There's no registration or planning in this municipality, the Playa del Carmen government wrote in a statement on Twitter. And of course, Billy has to, he literally wrote a list. Today we began the following. He wrote his whole business plan out there. He can't even go to his own fire show. He cannot go to his own fire show. No, he can't. He can't. I don't know. Who are these delusional souls? I don't know. He wants to go back to La Prisión Island. There you go. There you go, Blair. Shout out to Blair. He wants to go back to La Prisión Island. Oh, I know. I watch me on 2X and I sound hilarious. I recommend, because I don't like the sound of my voice. So I watch me on 2X. That's what I do. Tippy says a lack of fire. I'm going to need you to stop rolling your R's until I can. Just stop it. He's going to La Prisión Island. Like, first of all, listen, we're still recovering from the Gulf of America to the Gulf of Mexico. And now you guys are trying to have festivals over there. Can we just stop? I don't know if this is permitted. All right. The Mexicans aren't very happy right now. I don't speak for every Mexican, but I can tell you as a Mexicana myself, we're not happy right now. You over here you couldn't do it over there. All right. Now you're trying to come over here and you can't even attend to it because you're under restrictions and whatnot. But it's the audacity, guys. It's the audacity. Every time he's streaming and he's talking about everybody, or the Fire Island thing, he is literally Fyre Festival thing. He's literally just walking and talking. And everybody in the comments, look at this. This guy put a prison meme. I've made a huge mistake. This guy has no, I swear to God that there's a diagnosis in the DSM for somebody like Billy. There really is. The Delulu is just crazy to me.
I have an important Fyre update and news regarding the talent performing at Fyre 2. First, I am so grateful to be bringing together 1,800 people who not only have the courage to take a chance on me, but have the courage to prove the impossible possible and the courage to be a part of history.
Oh my God.
Before we get into the lineup news, I need to discuss what happened this week.
Oh my God. See what I'm saying? I feel like I might just do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a lineup of reaction videos with everything that Billy has said. Leave the Mexicans alone. We are worn out. All right. We are worn out. It's not happening. It's canceled, guys. It's canceled. That's right. If we can't roll your R's, it's canceled. That's it. You're not allowed. Now, why has it got to be in Mexico? That's why I don't just leave the Mexicans alone for now. Let us be.
On Thursday, we hosted a press conference at the Martina Beach Club, which is one of the official venues for Fyre 2. Our production, venue, and hospitality partners and the government were all there and all spoke on their plans for Fyre 2.
Oh, no.
This week, we will begin to release the lineup. We'll have DJs, rappers, reggae artists, pop stars, but also athletes, divers, models, pilots, and creators who will lead the experiences for our guests.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Can y'all let me know who's going? He said it's about 1,800 people have signed up.
Fyre is all about these intimate experiences. We'll have dozens of artists in a private party-like setting. Fyre is all about the people you'll meet, the memories you'll make, and the stories that you will be able to tell for the rest of your life.
Oh, man.
Guys, Fyre 2 can only happen once. Once it's sold out, That's it.
But it didn't even happen the first time. How can this only happen one? What? I'm still waiting for Fire 1, and now we on Fire 2. Go said it is 1,800 bots. Sir, go. I cannot not sell cars. I wouldn't even know if to buy a car from this guy. I cannot.
There's no wait list. And just like the battle I'm fighting every day, there are no more chances.
Oh, Lord.
If you and your friends want to ATV through the jungle with the Super Bowl champion, if you want to swim with the sharks with the pop star.
Wait, there's a jungle? It's Playa del Carmen. Hold up. Playa. There's no jungles around there. Del Carmen, Mexico. Hold up. There's no jungles right there. My friends, listen. Hold up. I got to show you images. Where are the jungles? Where's the No, look it. There, no. Scam. Stop. He said, where are the jungles? Cancun is right up there. Where are the jungles? This guy is like, what the hell? What is this? The delusion. I'm gonna need Dr. Grande to review some of these videos and do some kind of like preliminary assessment of what's going on here.
Or if you want to learn MMA in the beach with a UFC champion, DM me and I'll personally help you and your friends get set up. Let's make history, everybody. Good afternoon.
What the fuck? There is no jungle nearby there, y'all. There is no jungle. Listen, there is. ¿Por qué? That's right. There's no jungle there. Now there might be sharks. That y'all can go swim in the sharks, but the jungles is not there. I just wanted to show you guys the Delulu, but he is really into this. So I said, I gotta follow this guy because there's a press. I need to see this. They have press conferences for this. Okay. Part 1, Playa is on fire, but you can't even attend the press conference. Oh my God. Well, where's the jungles? And who are these people? See, this is that. Those are the bots. I can't. No, I cannot. I'm going to have to do like a deeper dive on that too. I cannot. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look, he has been posting fire survival training. What are you talking about? There's got to be something in the DSM about Billy. There really is. There's got to be like a picture with Billy's diagnosis in there. They're paid actors. I wonder how much he paid for all that. He can't even go. Rumble in the Jungle. That's it. Opening band will be Tom Sandoval and the Extra Karaoke Band. They got a mariachi band. They probably got a mariachi over there. Ja Rule's like, I don't even know this guy anymore. I don't know him right now. He doesn't want his name in there. Not at all. No. Grifts are gonna grift, or grifters are gonna grift. Yes, for sure. Ja Rule's like, I don't know him. The partners have been slammed. Yes. Hey, you said, heck, they need to know how to survive. Bologna sandwiches and water. Just crazy to me. Crazy to me that people are still. First of all, I really do think that it's all bots. No way those people are real. No way people are signing up to this. And if they are, that's crazy. Like, you're crazy. The fact that you even said a jungle, that to me was like, that took me out. I said, there's no jungles there. That's a city. It's Playa del Carmen. It's all tourists. I can't with this man. Do not trust this man. He needs, I swear, like, he's like a permanent, I don't know. But people will still do. I mean, hell, people still listen to crazy ass people all the time. It's just how it is. Shout out to all the beautiful people, but we got to do better, especially when they're scamming you. You got to be careful. You said, can we compare the brows to Luigi? I know, right? His delusion, overconfidence might fall under that. I think it falls under something. Like, literally, for him to keep talking about a festival that the first one didn't happen. The second one, it's like, why? And you're still like, it's like he's got to prove something. Give it up. Get a job. Hell, he could probably become like a YouTube person. You know what I mean? Like he could talk about all the people that he scam and tell scamming stories. They, there you go. There you go. There you go. He needs to be taxed. Listen. I'm just saying, leave the Mexicans alone, Billy McFarland. Leave us alone, Billy. We don't want you. We don't want nothing to know, Billy. Leave us alone. Take that shit somewhere else, Billy. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. All right, guys. Well, shout out to everybody. So Rabbit said, and I took that person. I took that personally. Yes, I did. Y'all are amazing. Hey, shout out to everybody that supported my channel today. You guys are amazing. That Ellen, Sylvia, Infamous, Miramari, Wim, the Doug, Zoe. Thank you. That Ellen and Sylvia. You guys are amazing. I am gonna let you guys go. I'm tired today. I literally I don't know. I've been a little bit tired lately, and part of it is because I haven't gotten like really good sleep. So I gotta go get some sleep and rest and stuff. But I might work on some pre-recorded. I don't know if I'm gonna be live tonight because I gotta take some time, at least do one live, and then kind of recuperate and stuff like that, and then work on some pre-recorded videos. But do me a favor, guys, hit that like button. Shout out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think of all these topics that we talked about. All of these topics are very interesting this morning. So I kind of feel like some of these need to be like more of a deep dive in a pre-recorded video than anything. I will see you guys on the next one. Okay. Hit the like. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.